Welcome to the Shift Your Story, Change Your Life podcast. I'm Allie Rose, certified clinical hypnotherapist and subconscious success coach. I help my clients stop self-sabotage and feel safe to create more wealth, worth, and wellness from within. If you find yourself stuck repeating the same unhelpful patterns in your life, health, business, or relationships, even after all the mindset work, this podcast is for you. Each week, you'll hear deep dives into the hidden beliefs shaping your life and live hypno-coaching sessions where someone shifts a block in real time. Because willpower isn't the problem, your subconscious story is. And when you shift it at the root, everything else begins to change. So let's dive in. Hello. Welcome back to the Shift Your Story, Change Your Life podcast. In today's episode, you'll hear a real-time hypno-coaching session with Yvette, a money mindset coach who helps other women heal their relationship with money and wealth, but finds herself blocked when it comes to her own. Money flows easily in every other area of her life, but in business, it feels like a constant push. She's doing the work, showing up, and yet something deeper keeps her from fully receiving. As we go beneath the surface, what we uncover isn't about strategy or effort, it's about conditioning. The good girl rules she absorbed in childhood became invisible walls between her and the ease she desires. In this session, you'll hear how that conditioning shaped her beliefs about worth, safety, and success, and what happens when she finally meets the part of herself that's been trying to keep her safe by keeping her small. As you listen, I want to invite you to reflect. What does your inner good girl believe she has to sacrifice to be loved? How has that belief shaped your ability to receive wealth and recognition? And what might happen if you stopped apologizing for wanting more? All right, let's dive in. Well, welcome to the podcast, Yvette. I'm so happy that you're here.
Thank you, Ellie. I'm very excited to be with you.
Tell me a little bit more about this money block or this belief that making money from your business is hard.
Okay, so I always find it so easy to manifest money from all other places. And for some reason, there is a block in my business. It doesn't flow as easily as it does from all sorts of other places. I've got such a great example that literally happened 2 months ago, if not less. My husband owned a business and he owned the property, and there were 4 owners of the property with him. Okay, so it was his sister and brother-in-law, and then it was him, and he put my name down as one of the 25% owners as well. I never had anything to do with the property. I never paid a cent towards the bond, anything, nothing. I was the silent person. I'm like, okay, that's cool.
Right.
And they decided to sell the building because they wanted to move premises.
Right.
And he just came home one day and said to me, love, you're getting 25% of the profits.
Right.
And I'm going, wait, what?
Right.
Goes, yeah, you signed a document. I'm like, damn, okay.
Yeah.
And literally in a day, I made 25K without lifting a finger. And I've ordered a car that I'm paying cash. I'm getting it in about 2 weeks. I mean, so easy, right? It's just, I never thought about it. It just stumbled upon it. And I really just wish it would be that easy in business for me as well, that it's not the grind and the struggle and, just all the things to get the clients and to help them and to just flourish. Where it does happen, I would love it just to be easy.
Right.
Easier even. It's great.
Right. Yeah. So tell me a little bit about your business.
So I am a money mindset coach.
Okay.
Right? And I believe with all my heart that it is always the things that you struggle with the most that you want to teach the most, because it is just, it's just so amazing when you really do break through all those beliefs. So I take clients through literally their money mindset and where their money stories come from. And then we go through a lot of energetic healing. I do a lot of different types of energy healing with them. And then the third layer is stepping into the identity of the person who actually does in their business, in reality, whatever, the money flows and all of that. And it's almost like this heaviness in me that it isn't flowing easily for me. And there is just this one step. I take them through a lot of money blocks, specifically in business, that would come up with fear of visibility, procrastination, imposter syndrome, right? Real things that stop. I work a lot of with online entrepreneurs where you have to really be visible all the time and be confident and all the things. And I come from childhood. I was so shy. I wouldn't talk to anyone. I would die. Do not ask me an opinion. Do not ask me to tell my story. Worst thing ever. So I've overcome so many things through mindset, lots of energetic work, lots of the healing aspect of it. And and there's just this one thing where I don't have clients flowing in daily or weekly. And that is such a dream, just to create more impact.
Right.
So I really think with this block gone, it'll be amazing. Everything will be great.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit more. You said you were shy as a child. Tell me a little bit more about your parents, your relationship with them, maybe their money beliefs.
Okay. I think a lot of lack and scarcity coming from their side as well. Dad always working very hard. Mom sometimes had temp jobs with extra little jobs on the side, always to try and make that extra, always to try and make that extra, extra, extra. One thing that always stood out for me was we never freely got. If it was your birthday or Christmas, you'd get something special, right? And I always try and change that with my boys growing up now, that it's like I can spoil you at any time. And I love that.
Mhm.
So that was a big thing. One thing that I know that I had to work on really hard to overcome was I was a little girl. I must have been about 9, 10 years old. And I remember standing next to my mom, and a lady that wasn't a close friend of hers, but she surely knew her really well, walked past, and she was dressed super smartly, like to the T. And I remember my mom whispering under her breath, "Rich bitch."
Mhm.
And I remember vividly looking up at her and being so confused. It's like, but you know her. How could you say that about her, kind of thing? And fast forward many years when I started doing mindset work, and that I actually realized how that couple of seconds of a moment had such a deep impact on me,
Mm.
because I would never want my mom ever to think that of me. I would never want anybody else thinking that of me, right? I'm the snooty rich bitch that thinks she's better than everyone.
Right.
And that kept me back for many, many, many years.
Right.
Like coming from a money mindset perspective, that was probably one of the biggest things. Another thing that happened, I was in boarding school for a few years, and I came home on weekends, and my mom came to me. It was winter. Boarding school's always extra cold in winter. It's not cozy like home. My mom had made me these gorgeous pink pajamas. I remember it being super, super soft, like a velvety soft. It was so divine. It was oversized and just so amazing. And when she gave it to me, she said to me, "I hope you appreciate this, because I had to use our grocery money to make this for you." I must have been about 13 at the time. That was another big thing for me, right? Taking away from others to have something that's really special for yourself. I think out of all the money things, those were probably the two that stood out the most. And it's funny because my relationship with my mom is way more strained than with my dad. So I find it so fascinating that that is where almost my trauma responses come from.
Right.
And with my dad, things were so simple and easy, and he's easy-go-lucky. Yeah, so it's quite fascinating to also find out that parent-child kind of relationship
Right.
in all your trauma situations, right? Trauma, like the triggers, the
Yeah.
whatever beliefs you create. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for sharing all of that. I think that that really makes sense. So I'm curious because you're very self aware. You do this work. right, with money mindset. Obviously, you just shared 2 stories that probably have a huge impact on this specific thing. Have you thought about, like, why you haven't been able to get over the hump with this particular thing?
I'm telling you, I have been thinking, especially since connecting with you, it's been like, okay, but why is this happening? Why this particular thing? And I don't know if it's almost as if I feel safer if someone else or outside situation takes care of me than me actually
Mhm.
stepping up and doing it all myself, as if I don't need anyone. I can rely on myself. I feel like it has something to do with that, even as well.
Okay.
Maybe people won't judge as much if it just comes from our husband or comes from somewhere else. Like, oh, yes, well, that's how it's meant to be, kind of thing, right?
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's obviously not as complex as the brain wants to make it out to be because you're trying to untangle the little web.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. That's probably where my mind has gone up
Right,
to.
yeah. And so I'm really excited because you are so self-aware. I'm excited to see what comes up during our session because
Mm.
hopefully there'll be another piece of the puzzle that maybe you didn't have before. Or even if you had it, maybe you see it in a different way and you're able to tackle it from a different way. So, yeah.
Awesome. Awesome.
All right. Is there anything else you think I should know before we dive in?
I don't think so.
Okay.
No, I don't think so. I think we're good to go.
All right, wonderful. So you can make yourself comfortable however you want to make yourself comfortable.
Okay.
And I want you to just go ahead and look up as high as you possibly can, as if you're trying to look into your own eyebrows, keeping your eyes glued to a real or imagined spot overhead. Just breathe in and out. Take another deep breath. Breathe in and out. And each time you blink, that's hypnosis coming upon you. And just one final time, take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, just close your eyelids right down, all the way down. So every time I say the words go deeper, you're just becoming more and more relaxed. So just one more time, go deeper, drift deeper, sink deeper, at least 100 times deeper. That's perfect, Yvette. You are responding perfectly, exactly as I knew you would, because I already know that you are incredibly open, receptive, and suggestible, and your mind is incredibly powerful. So I want you to go ahead and take a deep breath in. And now we're going to explore this part of you that believes that making money in your business has to be hard. So I want you to just imagine that you've gone inside yourself. You've turned your eyes inward. You're still Yvette, but now you're scanning your body and you're able to locate that part of you that came up with that belief that making money in your business has to be hard. And I want you to imagine for a moment that you're now looking at this part of you. And whenever you feel ready, can you tell me, where do you hold this part of you in your body?
It's my chest, around my heart.
And I want you to just imagine that you're able to pull into that chest and heart space and pull that part of you out of you. And tell me, what does it look like? Does it have a color, texture, shape, or size?
It's like a thick string that's brown, spiky.
And how do you feel about this part of you? What emotions come up for you when you're looking at it?
There's a lot of sadness,
Mm. And you feel sad because?
feel like there's an unworthiness.
Okay. I want you to just continue looking at that part of you. And I want you to ask that part of you that believes that making money in your business has to be hard. What is your role in my life? Why are you here?
It's keeping me safe,
Okay. And I want you to ask it, what are you keeping me safe from?
disappointment, hurt and disappointment.
Hurts and disappointment.
Mm, that comes up.
Okay. You're doing great. I want you to go ahead and take a deep breath in. And I want you to ask that part of you that believes that making money in your business has to be hard. What is your function in my life? How are you helping me?
I don't feel anything coming up.
Okay. All right. I want you to go ahead and take a deep breath in. You're doing great. And that part of you is doing great. We're so thankful that it's come forward to talk with us today. I want you to ask that part of you, what is your purpose in my life?
It's almost saying I'm reflecting your childhood, your parents' struggle. I'm mirroring that.
Hmm, okay. I want you to ask it, why do you need to do this?
It feels safe.
Because it feels safe?
Yeah. And the clan comes up. It's the same. Instead of stepping out of the norm of family,
Mhm. All right. I want you to take another deep breath in. You're doing great. That part of you is doing great. And I want you to ask that part of you, what is your only intention in my life?
safety.
Safety from?
I was just hurt and disappointment keeps coming up. Protection from it.
Mhm. And who would be hurt? You would be hurt or other people would be hurt?
I would be hurt.
So if making money in your business were easy, you would be hurt.
There's something with it's not about the money, it's about the clients.
Ask it if it can tell you more about that.
It's me letting clients down, not getting them transformation that they want, and being disappointed. So I feel it's not the money that's with ease, it's the clients. There's something big with clients.
So there's a bit of, say, like it's a domino effect because obviously the clients pay you the money. But it's
Mm,
not necessarily about the money, it's about the clients.
yeah.
And it's that there's this part of you that believes that you wouldn't be able to get the transformation for the clients and then they would be disappointed in
Yeah.
you. And that would cause you to feel what?
Oh, horrible. I've taken their money.
Ah, okay. There's something there. Do you hear that? I've taken their money.
Yeah.
Tell me what's coming up for you.
Um, I think the sadness, the guilt, so much guilt. And there's judgment, but it's from their side somehow. It's
Mhm,
daggers. I see daggers.
mhm. And is the guilt about taking their money and not getting them results?
Yeah, 100%.
And the daggers are that they might attack you or
Yeah. I feel like maybe their thinking process towards me, their thoughts, their change of perspective.
Right.
It's almost like I con them,
Mm,
lie to them, that comes up, lie to them.
okay. I want you to just ask that part of you if it has anything else that it wants to share with you about this.
Nothing's
Okay. I want you to go ahead and take a deep breath in. You're doing great, Yvette. I want you to ask that part of you, what was going on in my life when you first came into my life?
I have a very vague memory of I used to do photography,
Hmm.
edit the photos. I used to walk from nursery school to nursery school, being so shy, and I would get turned down,
Hmm.
and it would break my heart. But I feel like I was almost happy about it because is that disappointment in case I disappointed them.
Hmm.
My work wasn't good enough. I must have been about 19.
Hmm. Right. So there was a part of you that wanted it, but there was also a part of you that was kind of happy about it because in case you disappointed them, then you wouldn't have to face whatever came after that disappointment.
Yeah.
Okay. So I want you to ask that part of you, what did that cause me to believe about myself at 19 whenever I would get rejected as a photographer?
Not good enough.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Yvette, can you see now why you came up with this part of you,
Mhm.
how it's protecting you?
Yeah.
And the beautiful thing is that if you came up with it, you can let it go. So I want you to go back to the age you were when it first came into your life, when you were 19 years old. And I want you to tell me and that part, how are you different now than when you were 19 years old?
So much more confident. Oh, believe in myself so much more. I speak to myself way better than I did back then. I've got so many new skills, maybe thousands of new skills.
Yeah,
I want to know more about business and how consistency is key. You don't just ask once.
right. And I want to ask you, have you ever experienced having a client be disappointed or not get a transformation in your work?
I haven't. That is
Mm,
the funny thing. Unless I can see that they do not do the work,
right,
and then I know it's never going to happen. But those who go all in, they're never disappointed.
right. Do you see how the people who don't get the transformation, it has nothing to do with you because you're all in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I want you to ask that part of you. You're different now than when you were 19. You've never experienced this feeling of not having a client get a transformation because you haven't held up your end of it. So I wonder if this part of you is ready to leave. Can you ask it if it's ready to leave?
What really is, it's flowing yellow.
Okay. But
Yeah, Jen.
it's transforming. Yeah.
Yeah. It was spiky at first, and throughout our conversation, it started going really smooth.
Mhm.
And then at that moment, it just started glowing yellow.
Right. Right. Does it need anything from you in order to feel safe enough to fully leave?
It just feels like it needs a hug.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and give it a hug, whatever way that looks like for you, and you can let me know when you're done. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want you to go ahead and repeat after me. Thank you for helping me the way you did.
Thank you for helping me the way you did.
It's had a very powerful impact on my life.
It's had a very powerful impact on my life.
You've been keeping me safe for so many years,
You've been keeping me safe for so many years.
but now you're free to go.
Now you're free to.
I don't need you in the same way anymore.
I don't need you in the same way before.
Thank you for helping me.
Thank you for helping
Now, Yvette, is there anything else that you feel like you need to say to that part in order to fully let it go?
me. No, we good.
Okay. I want you to just call to mind that 19-year-old you, the one going door to door. I just want to first of all say, like, how you had that entrepreneurial spirit even when you were that young, right? Do that. And I want you to just imagine maybe she's been going door to door and there's a part of her that's heartbroken with every no that she gets. But there's also this part of her that feels relieved or safe because what would happen if she disappointed? And I want you, as the adult that you are now, to step into wherever she is, into that scene or memory with her. And I want you to tell her anything and everything that she needs to know. What does she need to hear from you? And you can take your time. Just let me know when you're done. Okay. And I want you to just imagine taking that 19-year-old you's hand, and I want you to transport them to the home where you as an adult now live. I want you to take them in through the front door of your home, and I want you to take her and just show her around the home that you currently live in. Show them your photos and the life that you have. Tell them about all of your achievements and explain to her that she's free now to be the adult, the person that she wants to be. I'll give you a couple minutes to do that. Just let me know when you're done. All right.
That was cool.
And now I want you to picture that younger you. She's hovering just above your head. See her now slowly descending down, dropping down, merging into your body, merging into your heart, merging into your life now. You feel that younger you fully merged within you now. And you, Yvette, you are free to be the person, the adult that you choose to be. Go ahead and take a deep breath in as you feel that younger you fully merging within you now. So, on the count of one, you're becoming more aware. On the count of two, you're aware of the room and the sounds around you. On the count of three and four, go ahead and take in a deep breath. And on the count of five, whenever you feel ready, you can open your eyes and come back to the room. Welcome back.
Thank you.
How was that for you?
That was amazing. It was really cool how my mind didn't have to think of solutions. I love that because my mind's always busy thinking of solutions, like the answer, right? It has to be the right answer. And then the last bit when I brought my 19-year-old into my house, that was so cool.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Good. I'm so glad. Yeah, I mean, that's really what it's all about. It's about ease. I always say to people, hypnotherapy is about ease. It's
Yeah.
letting it be easier for your mind to just show you rather than you digging for the answers. It just will
Yeah.
show you, right?
Yeah.
So I hope you got some clarity.
I really did. Thank you. That was
Absolutely.
beautiful. Thank you.
And so hopefully you'll be able to move forward in a new and different way in your business.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you. I'll keep you posted.
Yeah, absolutely. So thank you so much for trusting me to guide you through this process.
Okay, wonderful.
All right.
Thank you,
So,
Ellie. That
yeah.
was wonderful. You're such an awesome human. Thank
Aw,
you.
you're very welcome. It was so great to connect with you. A huge thank you to Yvette for her openness and honesty and allowing us to witness this transformation. So many women believe their business struggles are about visibility, consistency, or strategy, when in truth, they're about safety. The subconscious belief that being a good girl means self sacrifice, that having more might make you less lovable. In this session, Yvette's mind revealed what so many of us carry, the quiet fear that ease, wealth, and impact can't coexist. But when she met the part of herself that equated struggle with safety and gave that part permission to rest, everything began to soften. It's a reminder that our power isn't built through pushing harder, it's reclaimed when we realize we were never meant to earn our worth. As we close out this episode, I want you to take a moment to reflect. Where have you been confusing generosity with overgiving? How might your impact expand if you trusted that abundance could coexist with goodness? And what would it look like to let wealth feel like devotion instead of guilt? If this conversation resonated, I'd love to hear what surfaced for you. And if you're ready to explore your own subconscious patterns around success, safety, and receiving, you can learn more and book a connection call at shiftyourstorypodcast.com. I'm sending you so much love and gratitude. Until next time. Bye. Thank you so much for joining us today for this episode of the Shift Your Story, Change Your Life podcast. If today's conversation sparked something in you, I'd love to hear about it. Feel free to send me a message on social media. I'm at the Allie Rose on both Facebook and Instagram. And if you want to be coached on a future episode or explore what it would look like to work with me one-on-one, head over to shiftyourstorypodcast.com. And if you never want to miss an episode, make sure to subscribe and leave a rating and review. It helps more people find this work. Until next time, keep shifting, keep growing, and most importantly, I want you to remember that your story isn't set in stone. You always have the power to shift it.